watching ABC4 News, celebrating 75 years.
Welcome back. Taking a look now at some national news where officials say 2 people were killed in an explosion at the R.M. Palmer Chocolate Factory in West Reading, Pennsylvania. 8 people were sent to the hospital with injuries, 1 person located in the rubble overnight. Here's ABC's Jacqueline Lee with the details.
Shortly before 5 p.m. Friday afternoon, a deadly explosion rocked the R.M. Palmer Chocolate Factory in West Reading, Pennsylvania.
I've got total destruction. It looks like Palmer candies.
Emergency responders, including the fire department and law enforcement, immediately responded to the scene to secure the area and provide assistance to those affected.
I have 1 trapped under the rubble.
The factory destroyed. Another building nearby severely damaged.
It's pretty leveled. Unfortunately, there's not too much to be able to kind of salvage from it. The building in the front with the church and the apartments, the explosion was so big that it moved that building 4 feet forward.
Residents described the terrifying moments.
It was the loudest thing I've ever heard in my life, and it literally felt like the ground fell out from underneath you.
Ryan Regler lives about 2 blocks from the factory.
The whole house was shaking. The lights were kind of flickering. I was really freaked out. I was thinking earthquake potentially.
Officials say emergency workers will be on the scene likely through the weekend.
There are still rescue efforts underway at the scene. Our thoughts and our prayers go out to those involved, including families and loved ones of those affected by this tragedy.
Jacqueline Lee, ABC News, New York.
Time now for Utah's most accurate forecast. Weather Rate certified 11 years in a row.
Let's take another look at your pinpoint weather forecast. Now, Nate, yesterday we saw quite a bit of snow. Today's looking a bit calmer, but what can we expect to see tomorrow?
Yeah, we've got more showers that are going to fill in. It's looking less impressive for northern Utah tomorrow morning, but we do have another chance of some moisture. We'll walk you through that. Hey, records, again, continue to be set now that we've beaten the previous record of snowfall. This is the snow water equivalent, 26.4 inches today. Our peak or medium peak snowfall typically happens in 9 days, so first part of April. Notice how early we hit it compared to normal, and we're going to continue to see snow showers. In fact, we've got another, looks like healthy storm system on the way midweek, should tap into more subtropical moisture, other atmospheric river events. So snowpack, 194% of normal statewide. Some areas at 300% of normal and across the southwest portion of the state. 276% across the southeast corner. We're about 204% for some of the Provo area, Provo Basin. 186% here closer to home. It's just incredible to see the amounts of moisture. And again, that just beat the previous record from 1983 with the snow water equivalent at 26.4 inches. And we're going to continue, as I mentioned, to set new records as we add snow across the state. Alta broke a new record today, the most snowfall ever recorded by an inch, beat the previous record from 81-82, 749 inches. Brighton reported 765 inches, the most snow that they've ever reported in recorded history, that is. And water vapor shows our next storm system. There's some moisture to the north and west of us. You can see this counterclockwise rotation indicating there's a weak trough or a shortwave trough that's going to slide down into the state tomorrow, overnight into tomorrow. I think the bulk of the moisture, at least for northern Utah, will arrive later in the afternoon. Central southern Utah will see some showers, some scattered moisture into tomorrow, late morning and early afternoon as well. So scattered snow on Sunday. Temperatures still feeling more like January as we're about 20 degrees below average statewide. A break in the moisture Monday, Tuesday, but again, there's that storm system I mentioned that's going to tap into subtropical air. Should be here sometime on Wednesday. Model's still trying to fine-tune some of the forecast on that one. So as moisture rotates or spills down from the north, again, a chance of some moisture across nearly the entire state. We'll have some pockets of sunshine tomorrow as well. This is already to 9 o'clock on Sunday evening. Snow shower setting up tomorrow evening. Should be generally light, although some models hinting at maybe some lake-enhanced moisture into early Monday. Could leave some lingering showers from about Bountiful and south towards the point of the mountain. Might generate some additional snowfall as well, possibly impacting the Monday morning drive. High pressure builds in then behind that storm system Monday and Tuesday with increasing southwest flow, and that should lead to some milder temperatures, fortunately, on Tuesday and Wednesday. For a future cast, again, showing generally maybe a 1/10, 2/10 of an inch of snowfall across the central, much of southwest Utah. Could see about a 1/2 of an inch to an inch of snowfall across the northern valley location. So not a lot or much snow is expected with Sunday's storm. If we get some lake-enhanced moisture, though, could see some higher accumulation elevation totals. 52 in St. George tomorrow, 55 on Monday, 65 on Tuesday. Lots of sunshine. Chance of moisture returning down south on Wednesday, Thursday. Temperatures falling to the low 50s. The Wasatch Front, scattered snow showers again tomorrow. 36 is all we'll see for a high. Getting up to about 40 on Monday, 50 on Tuesday. That's our break with breezy winds. Rain showers coming in on Wednesday with rain snow Thursday and Friday before we catch a break on Saturday. Temperatures dropping to about 45 for our high. Sarah?
All right. Thank you, Nate. Now, in a national weather alert, more than 24 people have died and dozens more injured after powerful storms and tornadoes tore through Mississippi and Alabama Friday night. Here's ABC's Morgan Norwood with the details.
Tonight, a deadly tornado outbreak shredding through parts of the Deep South Friday evening. A monster storm touching down about 60 miles northwest of Jackson, Mississippi. The small towns of Silver City and Rolling Fork decimated by the storm. 9-year-old Derek Brady Jr. described the terrifying moments as the tornado tore through his home.
I had to dive in a tub to take cover. It was just scary, but my mom had to hold the door closed. We was all in there. I kind of felt like the tornado just pushing me and pulling. I was scared.
That twister on the ground for more than 90 miles. ABC's Rob Marciano in Rolling Fork as the sun came up.
Now that the sun is getting higher in the sky, you're getting a real sense for just how much this town has been leveled. Some of these buildings you can't even make out. This is some sort of industrial building, completely flat.
Residents now just starting to assess the damage.
It's like a bomb went off. It's total devastation.
Homes destroyed, trees and power lines toppled, cars and trucks tossed into piles of wreckage. Jared Brown works with Team Rubicon, a veteran-led humanitarian organization that helps in times of disaster.
They thought it lasted 30 minutes. It was 20 seconds, 20 seconds. And then you look at the aftermath, you're like, there's no way that was 18 seconds.
Tonight, we've learned 56-year-old Mary Barfield Bush, a grandmother, is among those killed in Rolling Fork. Her niece sharing with ABC, Mary was a sweet and caring soul with a beautiful smile that lit up the room. Meanwhile, Mississippi's Governor Tate Reeves has issued a state of emergency for all the counties affected by the storms, and President Biden promising the federal government will be there as long as it takes to help with the recovery. Morgan Norwood, ABC News, Jackson, Mississippi.